Introverts versus extroverts is an age-old battle. Some say being introverted is better, while some say only extroverts can succeed in life. While introverts and extroverts can coexist and can be great friends, they have some major differences. Let's start from the very beginning. When were people first divided into these two groups? In 1921, a Swiss psychiatrist, Carl Jung, suggested that there are two distinctions of people's personality. He described introverts as people having an inward turning of libido, while extroverts had an outward turning of libido. By libido, Jung wasn't talking about sexual gratification. According to the Swiss psychiatrist, introverts' interest is directed inwards, meaning they get their energy from within. On the other hand, extroverts direct their interest outwards to their surrounding environment. They think, feel, and act in relation to external factors. They get their energy from the outside world. Also, Jung mentioned a third category. He said that it is difficult to determine whether the person is more outward or inward. Today, we call this in-between type an ambivert. These people are right in the middle between two groups and pose a little bit of traits from both sides. So, which group you may be in? As mentioned before, introverts get their energy from being alone or being with really close friends. Many people use introversion and shyness as synonyms, but they are very two different things. In fact, a lot of extroverts are shy and a lot of introverts aren't. What's the difference between shyness and introversion? Introverts are happier alone than in a crowd, but they can be perfectly confident in social situations. Shy people, on the other hand, want to socialize, but the anxiety gets in their way. There rarely are people that are 100% introvert. Introverts may be introverted in some ways, but extroverted in other ways. For example, you hate going to parties, but you dress like a total extrovert. Or you may be quiet when other people are talking, but when the conversation starts about your favorite topic, you act like a total extrovert. These are some introverts you've probably heard of before: Albert Einstein, Bill Gates, and Mark Zuckerberg. Extroverts charge their batteries by being and interacting with people. They can talk for hours and come away feeling refreshed and invigorated, so they surround themselves with friends and family, and they can't wait to meet even more people and try even more activities. For them, walking into a room full of strangers is like taking a shot of 5-hour energy. An extrovert can walk into a room full of strangers and walk out a few hours later with 5 new best buddies. Extroverts are often described as happy, positive, cheerful, and sociable. They aren't as likely to dwell on problems and ponder on difficulties. While they experience difficulties and troubles like anyone else, extroverts are often more able to let it go. Here are some successful extroverts: Leonardo da Vinci, Martin Luther King, Muhammad Ali. An ambivert is someone who exhibits qualities of both introversion and extroversion and can flip into either depending on their mood, context, and goals. Ambiverts enjoy others but still need some alone time. In the case of group settings, ambiverts can provide a much needed balance to the social dynamic. Since ambiverts live in the middle, they have a unique ability to take advantage of traits on both ends of the spectrum. They might even have an easier time compromising when it comes to interactions. Some famous ambiverts: Abraham Lincoln, Steven Spielberg, and Marilyn Monroe. What's the ratio of introverts to extroverts? Estimates vary widely, but many experts believe that about 30% of people are introverts and 70% of people are extroverts. Well, what causes you to be introverted or extrovert, or right in the middle? As it turns out, there is no clear answer. Genes strongly influence whether you are an introvert or an extrovert, but there are no such actual genes as the introvert or extrovert gene. A lot of research shows that your personality type may depend on where you live and how you're raised. Science also shows that introverts and extroverts differ when it comes to the genes that influence dopamine levels. Small differences in some genes may cause extroverts to get dopamine from interacting with people, whereas introverts not so much. One study found that introverts have higher volumes of gray and white matter in the areas that help them control their behavior. allow them to think deeply about themselves. Another study found that extroverts have more gray matter in the brain area, which is responsible for the regulation of fear. Also, they have more gray matter in the brain region called the orbitofrontal cortex, and people with more gray matter while in the area may have a lower risk of depression. Regardless of where you fall on the extroversion-introversion spectrum, there is no better personality. Both personalities can reach success in their lives and careers. And remember, introverts can be extroverted and extroverts can be introverted. They both compose qualities of each other. So no matter what your personality type is, go out there and be a better you.